Hello everyone, this is Chinmay P. Jagga or Sarcastic CJ, and today on Curious Contrarians I have a big news to say. Actually, we had a a speech, a declamation in our school, and I won the first prize there. Yay! But the thing is that we had a time limit of 2 to 3 minutes, so I had created a speech about 5 to 6 minutes long. So I wish to upload that here, and well, here it is. Simplicity is not the absence of complexity, but the ability to manage it. And as Carl Sagan said, science has no shortcuts for truth. We often oversimplify matters or over rely or complicate them, overly complicate its elegance. We also tend to take the ideas at face value, and because they are very convenient for us to do so. I won't present any factual information about the profound aspects of our physical world. Instead, I'll pose several questions and share its captivating reflections of perhaps spiritual uh, essences. At least for me, it would. But I don't think by spiritual anything religious. I think it would be much better than that. These thoughts delve into the philosophical origin of our ideas, the inception of the human brain, the creativity of this trophy of evolution, and the exhaustion of such experience. Well, if I was to be a brilliant scientist talking to a damn curious teenager, I would come to think that does he know about the molecular building blocks of life hanging around in the cold tennis between gas clouds and stars? Or does he know about the footprints of our ancestors found in 4 million year old volcanic ash? Or does he know about the formation of the Himalayas when the Indian plate went crashing into the Eurasian plate? Or does he know about the advertised virtues of the Elba beer? Of course not. There are hundreds of books about Atlantis, ghosts, demons, gods, etc. But let us be serious. This isn't true. It is superstition. It is the way our mind searches for meaning and eventually finds it when it's not really there. And it is easily satisfied by little pseudo magic. As Du Fu of the Chinese Tang dynasty said, the moon leaps in the great river's current, floating on the wind. Where do I resemble? Let us look at the awe of science. Apart from my critique to credulity, I just have to tell you, for such a sophisticated statement, uh, there's a very, very simple response, and that is to look up in the clear night sky, or perhaps read a page of Stephen Hawking on the absolute magnificence and consistency of the underlying beauty of our cosmos. As Einstein said, the only miracle in physics is that there are none. It doesn't change for the wishes of a mere primate, or a sect, or a political administration. It stays the way it is, and it is much, much more than that. Imagine yourself to be going towards a black hole, a place where gravity is so strong that even light can't escape it. Imagine you are at the event horizon of the black hole. You would, in theory, be able to see time, the past, present, and the future, or at least you wouldn't have the time to see it. But as Stephen Hawking's colleague said, if he knew he was dying of terminal illness, that is how he would want to check out, jumping into a black hole. That would be awe inspiring. That would be majesty. that would be magnificent. A poem by Kingsley Ammon says that death has this much to be said for it. You don't have to get out of bed for it. Wherever you happen to be, they bring it to you for free. Well, let's follow the Occam's razor, shall we? Know the simple answer and don't forget the sophistication of it. As Richard Dawkins rightly said in one of his speeches, as Richard Dawkins said very finely in one of his speeches, only one species knows what it is made of: atoms belonging to an unknown list of elements. It knows what atoms are made of: up quarks, down quarks, and electrons. It knows how to obtain such knowledge, the scientific method that belongs to all humanity. Faint hearts find it an oblique and cold conclusion that we are poorly evolved primates suspended in the middle of a vacuum on a rock orbiting an ordinary star in the suburbs of an ordinary galaxy, a galaxy among billions. But the universe owes us no comfort, and as Neil deGrasse Tyson says, the universe is under no obligation to make sense to you. There is a savage nobility, I must say, that stands up in order to face the truth. I can't think of a better way to understand the simplicity and the sophistication of our cosmos, knowing that I won't be able to understand it all in my insignificant short of a lifespan. Science is the poetry of reality, zenith of human achievement, a jewel in our species' crown. Thank you very much. This was your host Chinmay Pijaga. Stay curious and keep questioning.
Cool CJ 1410, cool CJ 1410, cool CJ, cool CJ.